putting on my lucky necklace.
Okay, we're recording. She's like, okay, you can still go ahead and put on your lucky necklace. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Gleam Girls TV. This is episode 7, which we are calling Planet Hollywood. We'll explain in a minute. But first, I am Velicia Hill, one of the Gleam Girls here with my beautiful co-host. Look at her. She looks so pretty. You look so pretty. Eye Tara. Say hi, my love. How are you?
It's my intergalactic planetary pull going on. And you look beautiful, my dear. Doesn't she look gorgeous? Our fashionista.
You know what it is? It's fall here in Atlanta. Woke up
Well,
today to like a
lucky
little bit
you.
of a chill. I know. I know. We're Capricorns. I love the cold. Give me the cold. I have to have change of seasons. I can't do the hot 24/7, 365. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
I don't want to give away my location just in case I'm so famous, but no, there is not nary a sign of any
A fall.
change of season. I'm still in the seventh layers of hell. It's so hot, like it's beyond, but
I
I'm
know, I know.
enjoying.
So you can live vicariously through me because I will tell you that I don't know, there's something special when you wake up after being in 90-degree weather, especially we call Atlanta Hot Atlanta for a reason. And then you wake up and it's like 74 and you're like, what is
It's
happening?
magical.
It really is. It
Can
really,
I
really
tell you?
is.
And that's when you feel that's about energy, about psychic energy. That is the earth. She's changing. And we don't feel it here till probably October. But I'll
Mm.
never forget that because I was pregnant with my first baby and I was like a giant whale in heat. And like that's turned, and and you feel the magic of the promise of the new end of the year. And to me, Chris, that's listen, we've got Halloween, which is one of my favorite holidays, with Thanksgiving. It's the blessed seasons. I love it. Ah, so lucky.
Yes. And it's about change too.
And
It
party.
just
Yes.
what we always say, nature doesn't fight change. It goes with the flow. People pay attention. Nature, not human nature. Mother Nature is trying to teach human nature how to just go with the flow. Let things change, let shit die, let it go. I think that's the metaphor for life. So,
I needed to.
anyway, speaking of my neck of the woods on the planet, back to what we are here to discuss today. Our show, as I said earlier, is called Planet Hollywood. So, I don't know if you guys have picked up on this by now, but I am the queen of metaphors. So, we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? So, today we decided we are going to talk about Hollywood. What's happening in Hollywood, our take on it from two 50-year-old chicks to things that are coming to this planet. And also, Tara and I have some what do you like to call it? Fame adjacent things that we're going to talk about, our fame adjacent things that have happened. And this is the first time ever I have decided to allow my bestie, my badass personal psychic to do a reading live. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming at the end. Yes, we are forcing you to listen to the whole entire podcast, but she is going to show off her gifts. And I promise not to get mad. That fucking tower card better not show
All right,
up.
don't even hold on. Where's my bell? Don't put it on there. And first of all, you're not forcing anybody. This is a freaking, happy
That's
place.
right. That's right. You guys are just sit
Joy,
back,
bitch.
grab a drink, enjoy. You're
This
right.
is the joy. Oh, and speaking of drinking, no, I will not be drinking on the podcast after my last you
I
got
know. I know. I
Judy on there.
know.
So funny. Tipsy Judy. I was like, yeah, no, thank you. But
I started noticing it at the end when you started playing with your hair,
my
which my
hair
hair is disappearing
is
into my virtual background,
fantastic.
but that was super funny.
And I could tell, it's funny because people probably couldn't tell, thank you, Jesus. But like with me, I could tell I wasn't as quick. And I'm like, wow. And
You slowed down. You slowed down.
I slow down. Okay.
Okay. Well, we're both sober, you know.
Yes.
So here we are. It is in the morning. We are both sober and we are going to get started. First things first. Tara, what
Yes.
is happening on the planet that is making your hair go gray? Get it off your chest. Here you go. This is how we're starting our podcast today. What got you like turning your hair gray? What's happening?
You mean in general,
In
anything?
general, what is so like bothering you that you're like, oh my God, you know how people say, oh my God, this is gonna give me gray hair. So what's bothering you on the planet that you want to kind of get off your chest?
It's a good question. So this week's I've actually been in a 2-day upswing. So I'm in
Okay.
a really great mood. Honestly, the only thing that got me like a little gray for probably maybe putting my hair back to normal color is that I was just realizing like how much I fight shit. Even though I'm
Mm,
psychic and I have the help that I hear things and I have so much support. I mean, I have a whole production team on the side, okay? Of like makeup artists and psychic helpers, intergalactic people, and I fight shit. And just
mm.
and you've been helping me just surrendering to what is. It's my Capricorn nature, as I try to say that I go with the flow. I know I fight it. I know I fight it. I do.
You're fighting nature as well.
There's certain things that I do go with the flow more than most people. I do,
Hmm.
right? But I notice there's certain areas in my life that I just
You
haven't
fight.
surrendered, and and it's probably giving me gray hair. So
Okay.
and I can't afford to like color it. Too expensive. These days, salon visits are like $500. It's like a mortgage payment now.
Oh, you think that is a mortgage payment? I literally, when did Manny's and Petty's, you leave there, you have spent $250.
Thank
Like,
you.
I mean, that's not giving me gray hair, but that's just like, really? When did this happen?
No, like normal uh gussying up, as we used to say, the normal stuff that women would do that was within
Mm,
reach that pretty much anybody could do. We have old ladies would get their hair done, and
right.
regular women would get their hair done and their nails done. Now it's like only for the wealthy. I mean, you can't. It's almost your some people's half of their paycheck. And I'm just talking a regular manicure, and no one does a regular manicure and
No,
pedicure.
it's
So
gel.
it's gel. Yeah, you can't get out of there over like a with tip like $120. You really can't. And if you do, call me and let me know. I will drive.
Where you're headed.
I
Yeah,
would
exactly.
to see
No,
where.
and for me, full disclosure, I've never really liked my hands because I'm a big girl. I'm almost 6 feet tall and curvy as fuck though. Man, but I've never liked my hands. I've always felt like I had really big hands. So for me, I like getting nail extensions, you know? Ah, please. The last time I went, the girl told me it was going to be $85 plus still $25 for the manicure. I go, you know what? $100? You haven't done anything, and that's just $100. I was like, you know what? I'll wait. So for me, that's the one thing I would say that I don't like on myself is that I feel like my hands are a little big. So I like having when I get nail extensions or nail tips or whatever you want to call it, it makes my hands feel a little bit more feminine. So you guys have found something out about me. So.
Women, and that's funny because this is a funny male female thing. So my thing that I'm insecure about too is I always my entire life had my nails and feet always painted. I would never go out without it. And so during
Mm.
COVID, not having access to it or what have you, it was kind of a game changer for me, like feeling not as secure. And it's funny whenever I date anybody and I'm like, oh, I can't get my nails done. And they're like, I don't care about your nails. And I'm like, oh, that's like my
Bring me
number.
that ass. I don't give a shit about your.
Nobody cares about the nails and the feet, but like as women, that is like a big deal.
It is. It is. I mean, it's how we take care of ourselves. So, um, if for the sake of time, I'm going to move on. We'll get our nails done sooner rather than later. What's bothering me is I have just noticed a plethora of people for a myriad of reasons not taking responsibilities for their actions. And then they play in our face and pretend like I didn't do that. What are you talking about? That's what's got me growing gray hairs. I see it like from, as they say, the fish rots from the head. And I think it's really true. And I think our dear leader, I have never, this is the one thing that I always say. I think Donald Trump is funny. I think he has a hell of a personality if he was just a normal citizen. But I have never seen anyone, and I don't want to make this too political, but this is what I will say about him for because I don't want to turn off people who are Donald Trump fans right away. This is the thing that I have noticed from him. The man is never, ever wrong about anything. And in turn, that has made other people lower in our government start to do the same thing. No, I didn't. We could literally say, look, that's your signature. No, it's not. I didn't do that. We could have people on tape. We could literally have them on tape and they'll be like fake news, AI generated. Like AI is getting people out a lot of stuff. So I'm a little concerned about AI, which gives me gray hair. So this is a little twofold. AI, because now everybody blames everything on AI, and AI can fool me. My son has come to me. I have sent my son stuff on social media, and he'll come in and look at me and be like, "Really, mom? You're falling for this AI stuff?" And I go, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "Yeah, mom, you got to pay attention." And I'm like, "Oh my God." So that's my little beef of what's going on around the planet are just people who do stuff, know they're wrong, play in our faces and just say, "I didn't do that." Don't believe your lying eyes. And really, I'm starting not to believe my eyes. And you remember that used to be a joke. Who are you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes? Now I don't know who to believe anymore. I really don't. So that's what's the gray hair is all about.
A good one. That's a good one.
I don't know what to believe because people lie in our faces. As my son liked to say, people are playing with their food.
Yeah, right.
Playing
No,
with their food. Anyway, that's what's causing my gray hair today. And we shall move on. All right, that was going on around the planet. So now we are going to drop right into Planet Hollywood. And today we are going to go to Hollywood, but yet we're going to go a little bit outside Hollywood. We're going to go to Calabasas. And today we are going to discuss the one clan, the
oh,
K clan, the KKKKK clan, the
Calabash.
KKKKK, the 5Ks. That okay, you know what? That was good.
That was good. That was
That
good.
was good. The 5Ks, the Kardashian family. Now, I normally don't like to talk about people, and so not even
Yeah.
full disclosure. Let me
Lies.
just say this. I,
Absolute lies. Yes, we do love to talk about people.
I
Let's
mean, let me say this, but
yes,
not just gratuitously, not because I don't have shit else better to do, but because I think this relates to what do you say?
she's lying.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so we want to discuss this because I think this ties into being over 50 and just stick with us. You'll know what we're saying. So first up, we are going to start with the mother of them all, Kris Jenner. Now, production, go ahead, put up the photo. September, as a fashionista girl, let me say this. September issues are the most coveted issue when you are a model, is to be on the September cover. Fun fact, I don't know if people know this. When I was modeling, if you were chosen to be on a magazine cover, those are never the highest paying jobs. Vogue at the time when I was modeling in the 90s, I think if you were on the cover of American Vogue, I think you got $250. Okay. It's because it's not about the money for it. It is the prestige to have in your lookbook that you were on the cover of American Vogue. Though Vogue covers are never the highest paying jobs. Runway shows is where you really make your money, or if you get signed to a big company and you become the face of a brand, like you become the face of Estee Lauder or Calvin Klein or something like that. Contractual work, but magazine covers never paid. It was the prestige of being on the cover, and especially the September cover because that's fall. But you also didn't notice either, Tara, is that but let me have you guess when they put a black model on the cover of most magazines. Guess what month? Let me educate y'all on the fashion industry.
Mhm.
January.
Okay.
Because nobody buys magazines in January. Most
Oh,
people are
why?
done shopping. They're done shopping. January issues are like the go look through if you collect magazines, January issues are the thinnest. It's because people have spent all their money during the holidays. They're kind of over it. It's transition period before, you're kind of before you start doing the big spring issue in like March. Nothing. January or February cover is when you'll see a black model on the cover because no one buys magazines anyway. So there you go. Anyway,
I did not. This is so interesting. Plus, you have also, besides being a model, you're also in fashion and you have
right.
that commercial background. So you know about that. I had no idea even that September was, but now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. That autumn cover, I wouldn't think that. Like, I would have no idea. So
Yeah.
seeing the psychological like differences of like retail,
Yeah.
and I didn't know at all that you barely got any money. And it just made me realize, trust me, how you know how they do shit and they do shit with women and
Mm.
with people that they can manipulate and they say, well, it's for the prestige. If it was a fucking man on the cover, he'd be getting 200 grand. He wouldn't be getting
Yeah,
two
he
grand.
he would get the
There's
cover
no
and all the
prestige.
money. Yeah.
You want to be president? You don't need money. You have prestige. You don't need a paycheck. You don't need contracts. You don't need anything.
Yeah.
You need your president. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, and a little side note here too, sticking with Hollywood. I don't know if you noticed this, but In Style for so many years, their September covers usually feature Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston can sell the hell out of magazine covers.
Mm,
And
boring.
white women love her though. She was
Boring.
very, very safe. Jennifer
Never.
Aniston is very, very safe. She's a little bit of aspirational, and yet she doesn't intimidate people too much. She's not too pretty, she's not too sexy. She's just right there, right there.
Boring.
And
I
then
never, I'm sorry. I never was Jennifer Aniston. I never got it.
I know,
Never
I
thought she was
know.
attractive. Never thought she was talented. Never thought she was funny. Didn't understand it. I found it very bizarre. I never got her appeal. She was fine in Friends, but honestly, I think the who was the Cox? What's her name? Jennifer Cox? What's her name?
Courtney
Cox.
Cox.
Courtney Cox. I thought
Yeah.
she was prettier, way prettier. Like her, I'm like, okay, she's pretty. Jennifer
It was
Aniston.
something about, it's still something about Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
Still in her, Jennifer Aniston, I believe, is 56 or 58. She's still getting contracts. She still does. I think she's in someone's September issue right now. I'm going to double check that
girl, she's a
before we
mess.
end this
Right,
podcast.
let's go to the Kardashians because yeah, right.
She's like, I'm over the intense shade of beige conversation.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So we have kind of taken a circuitous route to get back here. Kris Jenner is on the cover. Wait for it. Arabian Vogue. Make it make sense. Go. You're Arab. Why does this cover? Why? If you go and look under Vogue Arabia's Instagram page, the comments are they stay in their ass. They are relentlessly chewing them out. Go, I Tara, I can't hear you.
That are there little bomb emojis. So yeah, first of all, a couple things. So this is so funny how you're so good at this. You put this all together. I don't know if you guys understand the magic of her little weaving of a story, but about Hollywood, to be honest with you, this is what really, after COVID, I realized how it's such a freaking sham and a shill that these covers are being paid for. And we started to see this with COVID because I started to see, oh, like the Grammys and the whatever awards. I always heard people say, oh, this is bullshit. And then it really came out how executives would buy these for their artists and people can buy them. And this cover was bought. Number
Okay,
one.
that's what I was going to ask you. Do
Two,
you
yeah,
think this cover
100%.
was bought?
100%. First of all, nobody cares anymore. So even more now they're showing it. Back in the day, it was coveted. So they kind of kept, we're going behind the curtain now, which is great. So A, it's bought. And two, they have no shame. Like I said, she would be on Ebony. They have no shame, these people. They would be on.
Ebony, not, you know what? I had to check my phone. You did not say.
Would. Yes, she would. She would absolutely, and she'd be Woman of the Year on Ebony, and she would take it. And they have no fucking shame whatsoever. These people, sorry, they don't have any shame at all. It's all bought. I hope it's bought. You know what I mean? And secondly, too, I thought both looks. I thought she looked boring. I thought they could have done something way better. If you're gonna be on a cover, the one with her with the jacket, boring. I don't know. I mean, she looks great for her age, but it was a boring spread and unnecessary. There's so many people in the Arab world you could have given it to. Like, what are you
I
doing?
mean, you could have put your doppelganger, Amal Clooney, on the cover. I
Yeah.
mean, at least to me, a cover should stand for something. Either make it revolutionary or make it revealing. You know what I mean? Those are the things, and I've had my own magazine. A magazine should make people either go, whoa, or go, oh my God, I want to look like her. Because that's what you and I used to do with magazines back in our day when magazines were really, really, really popular. Kris Jenner, what does she bring to Arab Vogue? I mean, it's Arab Vogue. She's not Arab. She's American, right?
No shame. I mean, it reminds me of Hilaria Baldwin. First of all,
Right.
never in my Latino life have I ever met another woman named Hilaria, because that's not a fucking name. Her name's numero uno, should have told you.
Right.
Uh, she was on the cover of some Latin magazine and she got the
Mm.
Latina award. And it's like they have no shame. They have no shame. They have no shame.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fame seeking, and I have to, if you guys can hear this, I live in a condo building and the guys are sliding down my windows, cleaning my windows. So if you hear them with those suction cups, that's not me banging for no reason. My windows are being cleaned. I wish I could turn my camera around so you could see it, but that's pretty
Imagine,
funny.
The magic of our microphones, like I don't think you can really hear stuff because I have.
Oh, good, 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 good. It's scaring my the dog over here. Anyway, yeah, I admire Chris's tenacity
Yeah, go.
for from the life that she had, and I admire people who say I'm going to do this. I think I am is the most powerful thing you can say, and I believe that people can create their own reality, and God bless her. The woman can knock out some beautiful babies, can knock out some beautiful kids. Hats off to a woman who has had that many kids and to go through what she's gone through. I think sometimes you have to, and Chris is the manager of all of them. So who's talking to Chris? Because to me, I think you can oversaturate a brand, and the Kardashians are very oversaturated. And I think who's managing the mom to say, you may not want to do this. This is not the best look. But I don't think they even give a shit anymore. I think they're collecting magazine covers. It's like they're collecting checks. And it's just like, oh, I can do this. Yes, you can do it, but that doesn't mean you should do it. And that to me is that I think I say this all the time. Tara knows this. I love you, but I'm not a fan of yours. I don't want to become a fan of no, I do. I love you to death. I'll give you the shirt off my back. I'll get expensive hotel rooms for us on vacation. But I have to have that space to tell you the truth. I am not your friend if I don't feel comfortable telling you the truth. Who's telling them the truth? There you go.
Okay, first of all, I don't need you to be my fan. I have legions and legions of fans. Okay, thank you very much. And you can just step aside.
Fine, fine.
Okay, okay. So
I love that.
let me tell you what I'm feeling. Who's advising Kris Jenner? This is what I think. I think that Kris Jenner with her new face, I think she is the new Kim in her new era. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mama Jen does a granny sex tape.
Stop.
Swear to you, I swear to you, twerking. I'm telling you, this woman
Stop.
now, because you know what it is? The girls are now tired and old. None of them, even Kylie looks like they're old and expired. And she's the one. Listen, the reason she did all this is because talk about fame adjacent, okay? She was never the richest, she was never the prettiest, she was never married to the most famous, and she's never been famous. But she's had friends that were very famous and had very famous athletes. You know what I mean? Fame adjacent. I see this a lot in my society of people that
Right.
I've been with. And they're the ones you got to look out for because they fucking want it because it's right there and they want it.
Mm.
And she couldn't get it. She got it for her kids. And, she was the manager, but now the kids, it's kind of played out. So she's like, step aside. And now it's her. This is what I feel like. I think we're going to see a little bit more spicier and crazy Kris Jenner. I think she's older now. She doesn't give a shit. And she doesn't really care what her kids say.
Mm.
And she can't do what she wants with the grandkids because she's got what she's never had before was a man in the way, right?
Okay. Okay. I could see that. I mean, Kris Jenner also has a commercial. I think it's a Canon commercial now too. Yep.
Thank you. And hanging out with Miss Bezos and hanging out with Oprah.
And
I'm
Gail and the whole nine, and the internet went crazy because of that photo of Gail, Chris, and Oprah. The whole internet was like, Miss Oprah, Miss Winfrey, what are you doing in the back? Why do you look like a background singer for Kris Jenner? What is happening? What is happening? Like
telling you.
you're right, you're right. She's living her best life, and a part of me goes, I want to say this from being over 50. This is exactly what you should do. You live until you take your last breath. God bless you. You keep your youth, you keep your body up, you keep having a career, you do whatever the fuck you want to do until you take your last breath. And yet, on the flip side of that, have some people around you that will tell you the truth. That's all. Anyway, let's move on to her second oldest daughter, Kim. Now, this is getting into mothering skills, and God damn it, I am not mother shaming. That is not who I am. That is not who Tara is. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a little bit of old news, but in case you missed it, because I know we're not hanging out on the internet like that. Put it up. Put it up, Tara. You and I both. I never had a daughter. I have a son. You've had a 12-year-old daughter. This is Kim and her 12. year old daughter in a corset. You guys can see this in a corset, boobs right up under her collarbone.
Like
I
just
mean, like right there, trying to match Kim's. I don't know, America. Y'all got to make a decision. Make it make sense because we can't do both. I have a 12-year-old niece. I wish she would step out
oh,
of the house
our
looking like
sweet
that.
little baby girl. And how sweet and innocent is she in comparison, right? Because our kids are older.
Yeah.
You kind of forget, right? You forget. 12, that's like her age. We won't name her. Little baby
12.
child, the little angel. She's an angel, a little angel. Oh, I'm disgusted. I was just
She's 2 years older than
yeah,
my niece.
I'm
Can you imagine them hanging out together? I would be like, oh, hell no, are you hanging out with
over
her?
my dead body. Crazy auntie, Eye Tara over here. Hell no. Yeah, when I saw this, and it's not just what she looks like, it's the energy of her, like she's throwing out like she's got
She's sassy as AF.
it's not even the sassiest. It's like this defiance of like this attitude.
That's what I
I
mean.
didn't like her attitude even when she was like 8 or 7. They let her get away with this stuff. And you know what? I see this a lot with a lot of families. I work with a lot of children. These kids are too grown. These kids have major characters like syndrome, like they're the main character of
Main
everything.
character energy.
All you
Competing with
do
their mothers.
no, honey, they're competing with teachers, anybody in authority, and you're doing your kids a disservice. Let me tell you something, because unless they are Jeff Bezos levels of wealth, at some point they're going to have an instructor, they're going to have a partner, they're going to have an employee. No one cares about you and your opinions and how smart you are, unless you are Mensa or you friggin' Einstein or have like a PhD. No one cares. And these kids, you're doing them such a disservice. But yeah, the outfit, the whole thing. I just would love to hear the voicemail she got from old Kanye, is what I want to know.
Oh,
That
you know.
oh, one more thing I forgot.
Oh, go
Did,
ahead.
did you see that she has a hand piercing?
No.
She's got a piercing as well.
No, I did not. All I know is that, I've had a lot of jobs in my life. And one of the jobs that I've had is that I was a substitute teacher. And let me tell you something, I really enjoyed being a substitute teacher until I didn't. And the day that I stopped enjoying being a substitute teacher was the day I had to substitute seventh grade, and I was in the band class. And no, I'm sorry, not band, violin. Duh, what am I saying? Band. Because I know how to play the violin and I know how to read sheet music. So the teacher would love me because I knew how to read treble clef. And I will never forget. It was like a room full of Norse, okay? And then some, but broke Norse, okay? Like makes it even worse. Like
She's
just,
there now.
yeah, yeah, they're South. They're so, a room full of Souths.
Yeah, okay.
Girl, when I tell you, I say this and I will die on this. I will This is the hill I'm willing to die on, is that the meanest people on the planet are pubescent 12, 13,
Oh,
14-year-old girls. Middle school girls are the absolute worst. You know why? Because they're straddling both worlds. On one hand, they're still little girls, and then on the other hand, they're wearing tampons and Kotex just like you. Got boobs sometimes bigger than mine. Okay, they're hot. They're bothered. It's everything. They're little tiny bitches, and I say that with love, but they are. And I knew I was done with teaching them is when this little girl stood up and talked about me in my face and was like, "You ain't cute. I know you think you cute." I mean, like literally as if we are adults. And like she's saying what she's feeling. I know you think I'm cute and you're feeling insecure about your looks. Girl, at the time I was 45. I'm 45. What are you doing? When I tell you, those girls drove me out of teaching. And when the class was over, they all ran out and then they all came back and was like, and we know that's a weave too, bitch.
oh my God. Middle school girls are the original Karens.
Yes,
They'll
yes.
rip your heart out and eat it. I know middle school is the worst because I
The
taught school.
worst.
I
The
never did. I
worst.
did debate the little ones, but when I had to substitute when someone didn't come in, it was like Lord of the Flies. The same thing. They would like I had to go to the principal. Like they'd look me up and down. The same thing. They were like tearing me. I started crying. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, 13-year-old girls are the worst. I don't know what's going on with if Kim. I think as you and I have always said, as single parents, we raise our kids by ourselves. Um, it is harder to be a good parent than it is to be a bad parent.
Yeah, and
It's
also
hard.
let's open up the can of worms. A, they're in Hollywood. They don't know up from down. Okay, I don't care how good you try to be of a parent. You've got to remove yourself from Hollywood to be any kind of parent. And look at crazy ass Kanye. He's got a lot of nerve when he's
Right.
got Bianca Censori out there butt naked. Like, what could your imagine your father and my father being like, you can't wear that. What would we say if that was Kanye? I'd be like, really, Dad?
Right.
You want to tell your girlfriend to put on some drawers?
Leading by this is what I mean. Listen, I wish North the best, but I don't want to predict anyone's future. I don't want to say anything, but I just say we all need to have a prayer vigil for this baby girl because like it's it's not good. It's not good. I think childhood is so precious. Like, don't try to rush it through. You got a lifetime to be an adult. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And
Okay.
she's growing up way too fast, in my opinion. My opinion. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna get off two today. Um, we're gonna move to the other sister, Chloe. Now, why? Chloe did a good thing. Chloe adopted Tristan, her baby daddy, third trimester Tristan, for leaving women in their third trimester or cheating on them or whatever. They call him third trimester Tristan.
Brilliant.
Tristan has it's either a nephew, I believe it's his nephew. His nephew is wheelchair bound. What do you call it? I don't want to use the R word.
Her.
Would you say?
Not his brother?
I'm not for sure. If you can pick up your phone real quick while I say it. Okay.
See?
Yeah.
Production team, production.
Production team. We didn't get this far. I believe it's his nephew. I believe it's his sister's son. Anyway, he is wheelchair bound. He is special needs. Let's just say that, right? Because, we used the R word back in the day, but we're going to go with special needs. What?
It's his brother.
Oh, okay. Wow. Chloe adopted Tristan's brother to raise him along with the other two kids she has by Tristan. Not Tristan adopted his brother, but Chloe did. Now, Tara and I have discussed this, and we had a really fascinating conversation because, go ahead, Tara. She thinks it's a good thing. We'll start with the good, and then I'll give my opinion because I don't think it's a good thing. So, Tara, I'm gonna let you go. Why do you think it's a good thing that she
Yeah. So
adopted the baby?
because of my psychic side and my spiritual side, I have two personalities. So in this
She
one, I was
cray cray.
yeah, I am cray cray. Absolutely. But I admit it. I will that's my fun part. I like my cray cray one. Trust me, you want to invite me to your party. The cray cray one, you want her to show. So, uh, we were talking about this. There, I always have two sides. So to me, like the spiritual side is like, oh my God, that is sweet. That's wonderful. Listen, at the end of the day, you're helping somebody that's not your blood. It's wonderful and it's sweet. But that being said, everything is energy and intention. And that's where you come in, because what do you think the intention is, my dear friend?
So this is where I come in, and I think Chloe needs to seriously ask herself what was her intention for adopting this baby. Tristan has a crap load of money. It's not like he's broke. He could have hired a full-time caretaker, the best home on the planet to take care of people with special needs. So to me, I wanted to know is that did she adopt him to prove something to Tristan? Like, see, look at me. I'm a good person. See, this is how much I love you. I'm willing to take on your child. And here's where you know if people have good intentions or not. Because if she ever gets into an argument with Tristan, and if she says, I'm the bad person, I'm the one who adopted your special needs brother. Da, 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 ding, 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 right there. because you did it because you wanted someone to say, "Look at me, I'm a good person." If she never says that, then I know that's her intentions. Because I do know that your intention says everything. Because I've been that girl before when I have done something when I'm trying to prove to a guy, like, "Look at me, I'm a good person," or "You can't say I don't love you because look at what I did." And the minute I throw it up in his face, I have revealed my intention because I'm trying to prove something to you. So if her intention was truly just to be this great individual human that would take on a special need child that is not her own, Chloe, Chloe, I totally applaud you. But if deep, 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 deep down, if your intention was to show Tristan how good of a person you are and how big of a heart you have, then I don't think it's a good thing.
No cluey. Moving on.
That's the intention. All right, so we're moving on to out. What's happening out in Planet Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe there's a Netflix special coming on about this. We are talking about Charlie Sheen. Did Charlie Sheen just come out? I have no idea. But Charlie Sheen revealed while he was smoking crack that he started having sex with men. Now, there is a Netflix special coming out September 10th. I don't know if they're talking about this, but Charlie Sheen has also written a book. And in the book, he revealed that smoking crack will have you doing some crazy ass shit. Yeah. There you go.
Does
Woo.
it matter? I mean, does it matter? I don't know. I'm just kind of grossed out about this whole thing. And I'm
Why?
grossed out with Charlie Sheen. And listen, and yes, I will be watching it. I am talking shit, and I will be the first one watching it on Netflix when it comes. You heard it here first. You know what it is again, because it's like the intention of this. It's like Charlie, you've already shocked us. Listen, him being gay or having gay sex is the least exciting thing. He said this man has said he drank tiger blood or was tiger. This is the least exciting thing that you know what I mean, like that he's done. I don't need to hear it. I feel like maybe he's broken, needs money. Does Charlie Sheen, do we need like some behind the scenes? This man literally, we've seen everything about him other than going on TV and giving us a colonoscopy. We've seen more than we want to know.
Mm.
He's a mess. He's a mess and it's gross. I don't want to know. And at this point, why, Charlie, why? You have kids and like I think maybe even grand. I don't, it's just gross. It's gross. Like
I mean,
I
listen,
don't
yeah. All right, so we're gonna go to coming attraction. What is coming to this planet? Scientists, ooh, this is good. This is good, everybody. Scientists have discovered that there is a comet on the way to Earth. Well, let me take that back. They think it's a comet because it is showing up in crazy ways. It is shape shifting as we speak. It is the fastest moving thing we have ever seen. It is going the equivalent of 132,000 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, in the history of us having science records, there's only been three, count them, one, two, three interstellar objects that we have been able to observe. Three in all this time. And this one is throwing everybody off because we don't really know what it is. It doesn't have the same makeup as other comets. So, are we going to be surprised? Is this thing really, they think it's supposed to not, it's supposed to come within 170 million miles of Earth. So far, it's on the trajectory of that. Or will we get surprised where it's too late for us to do it? Well, where are we going to go anyway? I mean, think about it. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? How do you prepare? I mean, so what do you think about it?
Well, you know, it's funny because when you first told me about it, I didn't know anything about it. And I'm really into astrology. Like I'm learning about it, even though I'm psychic, I don't know a lot about it. So I'm learning,
Mm,
listening to astrologers, and I didn't know anything about it. And so at first, when you told me, I was terrorized. I was like, this can't be
you
good.
were?
Yeah, I really was. And I remember I said, I'm like an intergalactic drive-by. Like, what are they doing? What is happening?
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I got a little scared, but interesting enough, I kind of got quiet. And today I knew we were doing the podcast. I knew we were going to talk about this. And I pulled some of my tarot cards and I was like, all right, what is this? And my tarot cards were like, no, this is a good thing. That
Okay.
it's It's a positive thing. It's a shift in energy. It's like a good omen.
Oh,
And like
wow.
the Chinese think of comets, they call it like a sweeper, like a broom and
Okay.
their broom, that it's cleaning energies. And listen, we guys, I think we need a collective hug, you know? Like I just want to hug everybody out there. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. We've all been through COVID together. We've been through tons of deaths. We've been through rising prices. We've been through tons of wars and unrest. We've been through mass immigration, shifts, governments collapsing, damn near, populations completely being wiped off the face of the earth. We've been through a lot. And this is just in the past 5 years, people.
Yeah.
This is in the past 100 years. I feel like what's happened the past 5 years will go down in history, like from like World War I to World War, you know,
Yeah.
we've been through a
It's
lot.
called Three Eye Atlas, and it is kind of stumbling scientists because the way it came in, the entry from which it came is unusual. The other two objects came in from a different direction. I encourage everyone to Google Three Eye Atlas comet and just go down the rabbit holes, read everything because they're not really talking about this on the news. And I just think everyone should, it's very, very fascinating. I mean, I don't know, me and Tara, maybe because we like the stars and we love to talk about,
Yeah.
how astronomy. I am super fascinated. But for me, I'm like, maybe it will. I like what you said. Like maybe it could be a reset because maybe the whole entire planet needs to get freaked out and we have to come together. Speaking of Hollywood, that's what happens in the Hollywood movies. There's something coming toward Earth, and all the countries have to come together and put all of their resources together in order to save planet Earth. So, in that aspect, speaking of the planet Hollywood, let's make it like a movie set where the whole entire world has to come together, and we all have to collectively come together and say, in order to save humanity, we have to all work together. And maybe that's what we need, the thought of something destroying Earth. That's my opinion.
Kumbaya. Do you know when it's supposed to come close to our orbit?
The closest it's supposed to come to Earth, if it stays on the path that it's staying now, but it keeps changing. That's what's so crazy. It keeps changing.
I need a
It,
date. I don't care. Give me a date.
October, November of this year.
Okay.
Yeah, supposed to. That's the closest we'll get. But it's supposed to go toward Mars sooner. And because we have something on Mars, they're thinking that it can pick it up in the sky, so we can get a photo from Mars as well. And then there's another telescope or whatever you call it that's close to Jupiter that it may get photos from Jupiter as well. I don't know how much we'll be able to see, but since we do have rover on Mars, and I forget the name of the other telescope that's near Jupiter, that they'll be able to pick up some photos as well because it's coming that way. And then for us to see it, the closest we'll get from Earth will be around November time of this year. So it's coming up pretty soon. It's called Three Eye Atlas. You guys Google it, go down your own rabbit holes. It's fascinating. Stay tuned with that. So speaking of things coming from far away, scientists have also discovered that gut feeling that that we all have it, that that is memories from the future. So if this rock is coming from our past, billions and billions of years ago, they now have discovered that intuition is coming from the future thoughts. So in other words, there are dimensions to this shit. There is levels to this shit that it's not just we're here right now, that we also have maybe future lives that are also going on at the same time. Tara, go. You got a minute on this because that's all I know. All I know is I trust my gut, I trust my dreams, and that's why I call my dreams prophetic because they are literally prophecies for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really think, listen, no one really knows. We all have psychic intuition. I don't think it's future or past. Really, what they say, it's all happening in one dimension, and that's why you can manifest. That's why you're supposed to say it's here now, so that it drops it down from where it is already. Like there's another, Miss Hill over there that already is living in their townhouse,
Townhouse.
in Europe. No,
You got to dream bigger. If I got a whole other life on another dimension, I'm not in a townhouse.
Oh, I was gonna say like villa, and then I was gonna say a certain place, but then I'm trying to be ambiguous. Okay, ho. I'm not. Many
You better dream
I
big.
was saying this, no, but I was like a
I
Vita
got it.
the France, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. She's right. She's right. Anyway, your mansion in Europe or on your big super yacht that you already are now. That's why right now it's good to say I am rich, I am healthy, I am successful now, so that that future self, which you think is the future self, it's actually all happening together.
Everything,
Like
everywhere, all at once.
so there, and there's many theories, nobody knows, but there's a theory that past lives and future lives in this, it's all together. And you're
Mm.
just plugging out and going in. You can see your past, you can see your future. And people who are psychic kind of like vibrate a little different, so they can kind of go into different dimensions. And as we're getting more psychic, that's what we're seeing. Um,
That's why you guys can sometimes predict the future because you're able to leap into another dimension. You're able
right.
to see into another dimension.
Yeah.
But it's
Something.
up, but that's where free will comes in because then it can always change. Right?
Absolutely. So
Mm,
I've had psychic predictions, and I'm usually pretty much on point, especially when I was a baby psychic 20 years ago. No, when you open the door to psychic things, that's why people are scared of it, right? They're like, if I start talking to things that other people, and yeah, it is true. When you open that door and you open a portal, anything can come through. And it takes like anything, like exercise. You don't go to the gym and then you're sore and you go, well, I'm never going back again. I can't lift my arms. It's the same thing with psychic and intuition. You have to keep trying it, keep doing it, and saying, okay, I'm going to listen, I'm not going to listen. And sometimes we're right, and sometimes we're wrong, and we have to fine tune it. And so now that I've been doing it for 20 years, I'm pretty damn good and I'm pretty much on the money and I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. So I've had things where I know, I say to people, I saw it, I know it, I've seen it, as you know, that's happened with you in some readings, but
mm,
it didn't happen. And you know why it didn't happen? Because that person or whoever's in there, because this isn't about you, it's about other people always. It's always about the people. They have free will. And they
mm,
got scared or whatever, or the universe said, you know what, you're not ready, or that person's not ready. So we're going to take it here. And it usually, when there's a delay, it's better. It's because you weren't ready at that crossroad. Because if you were ready, you would do it. That's why I never, ever, ever, I'm like, don't ever waste one fucking minute on the past because the past is an illusion. It doesn't exist.
it's gone. It's
Gone.
gone.
You're not that same person. Your DNA is not the same. The molecular structure, it does not exist. So don't
Okay.
ever waste any time on that. It's okay to ponder good memories. It's okay even to say, I wish I hadn't done that and move forward. Don't spend more than 16 seconds on anything in the past
Yes.
because all you're doing is you're now making a time warp into dragging it with you
Well, what
from
you think about, you bring about. We
yeah.
say that all the time. So it's this. So if you harp on the past, you're going to recreate the past. You're
I
constantly
mean,
going to
you
be
bring your old recycling to your new home? No.
that part, right? Okay. Well, this has been Weird Science, just like the Hollywood movie Weird Science, which is one of the funniest movies ever. Weird
Sexiest
Science is
piece.
so good.
I was a kid when that came out, and I was like, that woman is the sexiest woman I've ever seen. She had the hair and the lips. She was
It
sexy.
was so good.
She
Kelly
remember,
Brock. Kelly Brock.
right?
You guys, seriously, if you can find Weird Science, please, if you want to laugh, and in the 80s, don't judge it by 2000 standards. It's very like
Make it
lo-fi. It's not
big.
the, yeah, but when I tell you it's so good, it's the best movie. So this has been your little Weird Science little segment. Okay, so some people may call this weird. I'm gonna call it the craziest, most strangest thing ever. So Tara and I, we're gonna start a segment now where we're talking about our little. We've had crazy experiences with famous men. Um, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. I'm gonna tell you how good this girl is. Back in the day, I mean, when I tell you her gift, her talents were so strong, and I didn't know how to manifest, and Tara did. I didn't even think Tara knew what she was doing, but she was doing it. She just was like, "Yeah, this is what I want," and I get it. I remember because I always tell you guys, Tara and I used to pregame hard. When I say pregame, it's like before we would go out, we got the cassette player and yes, cassette no CD player blasting. We pour ourselves a little cocktail. I mean, doing makeup, getting dressed together. It was the best ever. And
The
I
best.
will never forget Tara turning to me in the car. We were headed to Miami, and she was like, "No, we were still at your house." And she said, "You know what?
Yeah.
I want to meet a rich and famous man. I want a famous man, V. Famous man. I'm ready. I just want to meet a famous man." Absolutely no joke. By the time we got to Miami, maybe an hour and a half later, we were in a restaurant. What's the name of that restaurant?
Prime, is it Prime?
Prime 112.
Oh,
Prime 112. We
yes.
had just come back from vacation. We were suntan. We were feeling ourselves. We were riding high. We floated into that restaurant and I swear to God, the most famous Hollywood Oscar-winning man saw my girl and was
Yeah.
like, I gotta have her. I
Yeah.
gotta have her.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta have her.
He,
Proceed to tell him what you did next.
yeah, no, it was funny too because I remember saying, and I don't know if you remember this, but I said, I want a famous man and he's going to come up to me. And
That's right. That's right.
her and I had our backs to him. We were going down the stairs. He runs behind me and puts his arms around me. And I go, what the hell? And she turns around and she goes, aren't you an Oscar winner? And he's like, yeah, 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 yeah. And he like held on to me like all the way down the stairs. And I was just, I was like, and here's what's funny, okay? I said it, but I wasn't ready
Oh
because
no.
I was like had Tourette. I was like shaking. I was like, I couldn't even talk, and
No.
I ran like Forrest Gump. Like
I
my
was
legs,
gonna say
I
he was an
ran.
Oscar winner and you was an Olympic gold sprint
Oh,
medalist at that
I was
point.
Bruce Jenner. I ran out of there, and you're like, you were like,
What are you doing? I'm
you
like,
were
you
like,
just asked for this, and here it is. You're like, no, I can't, I can't. I mean, it literally freaked. I think that freak. That was the one time I've seen you freaked out by your
oh,
own manifestation.
I
You
freaked
called
out.
it forth and then said, "Oh hell
No, no.
no!"
I freaked out. I was like, nope, 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 nope. Because,
Absolutely.
and you know what's funny? I've always been afraid of being famous. I've never wanted to be famous. I've never wanted a famous man. I've always been scared of that. I don't know why. It scares me to death. I don't like being exposed. I like being private. I want to be rich. I never wanted to be famous. And that was a big fear. And I'm not even saying that was a fear, or maybe when that might be a manifestation thing. You pull it forth, and God said, oh, okay, you don't want it? Well, here we go. Bye-bye.
Boom. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. So with mine, I saw a famous guy on TV and I just felt like I knew him. I don't know how to explain it. I would see him and I was like, whoa, I know him already. And then the more I would see him on TV and stuff, like I literally almost, it was like this former love that it was like memories kept unfolding from this guy. Every time I would see him, I would be like, oh my God. Like I felt like I knew him already. I started to have prophetic dreams about him. I started to find out information about him. And then I would be like, I would tell her, I'd be like, you know, da, 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 da. And then it would be like 3 days later, I'm watching Entertainment Tonight, and they would say the thing that I had just dreamt about 3 days earlier. It was so strong. It was like this magnetic pull to a stranger. And I know this sounds weird, but I felt I had a connection with this man. Like we were together in another lifetime or in this same lifetime as we just discussed on in a different dimension and plane. But I felt a soul connection with a very, very, very famous man that I had no idea where it comes from. So, long story short, coincidences upon coincidences upon coincidences. I can't tell the story, it's too long, but it put us in the same nightclub back to Miami. I was next door at the restaurant. What is it? That is my sacred burial ground down there,
Right?
I Tara. Both of our events occurred in that same area.
That's true.
Put us in the same club together. I've told you guys before, I'm clairaudient. I'm surrounded by 10 people in a Miami nightclub with that dun 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 techno dance music going the whole nine. I'm in a crowded nightclub. Clairaudient kicked in. I heard my voice. This time it sounded like a woman. And she said, turn around, someone's staring at you. I turn around and there is the famous guy. Gleam Girl TV viewers, I swear to you on everything that I have, I am not lying. This famous man of mine, of in the world, we proceeded to have a telepathic conversation. The entire club glowed pink. There was no one but him and I. That's all it was. And I said, I literally am thinking thoughts. And I said, oh my God, there you are. And in my mind, I heard him say, oh my God, there you are. And I was like, oh my God. He said, oh my God. And he was like, you're here. And I go, you're here. But we never moved our mouths. It was completely telepathic. And that's how they said we're supposed to communicate anyway, telepathically with people, like aliens do, which they call aliens, which I think is just higher advanced human beings. We had like a 2 or 3 minute conversation, and most of the time we were both shocked. We both our eyes were this wide, and we were like, "There you are, there you are, there you are." So anyway, we never got to talk. He stared at me all night. I stared at him all night. Long story short, I don't think it was meant for us to be together at that time. This was back in 2003. So my whole point of you telling you guys this story is that Tara, is going to do a reading. We can't tell you who it is. I don't want to put anyone on Front Street like that. We're not doing that. But we're about to do a reading, and she's going to see if there's anything to. First of all, I know what happened to me, so I already know that it's real. But she's going to do cards and see if me and this famous man will meet again in the future, and if there's something there, if there's a past life connection or whatever it may be. So hold on. Tara needs me to do some stuff before she does her tarot card reading, and we'll be right back. Okay. All right, Tara, I'm pausing. All right, babe.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, um,
What cards are you using?
Miss Hill said his name out loud. So that's how I grabbed information. So I'm shuffling the cards, but I'm a little quiet, getting a little energy shift. Okay, so here's we can do a couple things, all right? Since we're on air live. I have my Tyler Waite deck here. I don't know what you can see. I'm gonna put up the cards as they come out. She said his name, so I already picked up his energy. Do you want specific questions? Why don't you ask a specific question? I will shuffle. I'm gonna get 3 cards. I'm gonna tell you what I get.
So, what I felt in Miami are were we together in a former life?
Okay, you're asking, were you guys together in a past life? Okay.
Hmm.
And always in tarot and with anything, as specific as possible. People get scared almost of finding out the truth because you want specific answers. Isn't it funny?
And was that real? Like, was that what? Okay,
One at a time.
okay. Sorry. Excited.
Yeah, and what I'm getting actually is that not only one like past life, but you've had many because I got like this one. So to me, that is in between a few. Do you see this?
Ooh, what
Right?
card number is that? Two of
That
Pentacles?
is the Two of Pentacles. So that's juggling in between. And usually this card, comes up a lot when like someone has a lot of lovers, they're like juggling in between. I get that a lot in love readings. So this
Mm,
between past and future is what I get. I also got the Knight of Wands. Look at this, which is the little guy going forward. So this is telling me yes, like that this is right. So this is coming in conjunction with this, that yes, going forward, absolutely. Very interesting. And I got the Judgment card, which to me tells me you can't believe it. And he can't either, right? We're self-judging ourselves. Like, is this real? Could this really happen? I noticed you said this and I do too. I always go, this is gonna sound crazy. This
I
is so
did.
no. I mean, we are telepathic. This is so normal. Like, this is my life. And unfortunately, I have to pretend. I have to come out of my own closet. I have to pretend like, normal people. Fuck normal people. This is normal. Okay, go ahead. What's your next question? So yes, yes,
All
and judge.
right. When
Oh, you feel the energy? The energy's like, whoo.
I love
She,
it. I feel good. When will we see each other again? Or will we see each other again?
I just got the chills. Soon. I got soon. Sooner than you think. I got sooner than you think, and he's on his way. That's what I heard directly. So let me see with the cars. All right. Come on, bitches. Tell me what's happening. Yeah, that's weird. So I got soon, sooner than you think, he's on his way. So yes, it is a he.
Yeah, in case you thought. Yeah. No.
Really should have it all. At this point, I'd take any.
I like vitamin D.
Okay.
You get it.
Ooh. Ah.
Uh-uh.
Ah.
Uh-uh.
Okay, okay, okay. These are good. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Wheel of Fortune. Are you crying?
A little.
Oh my God, I think it's every episode, girl. We
I
let
know.
right into it. Wheel of
Be,
Fortune.
oh.
Okay. But even more interesting is that which I wouldn't even get this one, which is even better. So this with the Wheel of Fortune means, yes, it is meant to be, so it is. You got the Justice card with the Wheel of Fortune meaning, so it is, it's just meant to be. Good karma. It's meant to be. It's finally happening.
Oh.
She's crying. I love it.
Cause you know why.
I know why. Because yeah, hello, we need a happy ending, right? And then
Hmm.
so funny, like let go of the past. Let go of past. This is past disappointment left. And this is why the Wheel of Fortune together.
What number is that?
What is this? This is this Eight of Cups.
Okay.
Eight of Cups. Look at my good little student over there writing down her little thing.
I'm
Eight of Cups.
keeping notes because I want to go back. Oh, I love it. I
Isn't
love
that beautiful? So far, good reading. Okay, what else? Let's go. We got to keep on a roll. Do you have any other specific questions about this person?
Is this the love of my life that I've always dreamed of since I've
Okay,
been a little girl?
okay, I'm nervous.
It's okay.
Woo! Okay, give it to me. Give it to me. Okay, I'm seeing. Okay. Is this V's love of her life? This guy, is it? I'm getting yes, but hold on. Where'd you go?
I'm right
Oh, oh, you disappeared on me.
here.
It's like, oh my God. Okay. A little nervous.
Don't put your energy on my stuff.
No, I'm not. Okay. So, okay. Yes. And I'll tell you why what I got. And I'd like to pull some more too. I feel like this is an incomplete sentence, is what it's feeling like to me. I go by my feelings. So the
Okay.
first card, I know what you're going to say. It is the death card, but that's a good thing. That means letting go of expectations. And I'll tell you why, because of the next, where is it? Because of the next cards that are coming. So this is the death card, but I'll tell you
Okay.
why. Even though it's death, so death, depending on what it is, if you see the person, it's almost like golden, and then you see this in the stained glass.
What is it?
Okay, so in the stained glass are it's people, it's a woman and a child, and it's beautiful colors, and it's like the resurrection. So even though
Mm,
there's a resurrection in the window, and it's like female energy and fertility. So this
okay.
is a death of the past, because that's what you had with the old card too. Forget the past. The only reason why this has not showed up, this kind of love, is because you have had unfinished business in the past. And that with this card, meaning the wish card, is your wish granted. Things that you wanted,
Stop.
wish granted, and then wait, hold on, because this is hard for the okay, there, the camera doesn't pick it up right. The wish granted, out of nowhere something appears, something that you knew you've been sitting contemplating here. The Three of Cups, with the other one it is completion, right? With the fourth,
Hmm.
right, the Four of Cups, there it is completion. Things are coming to, and four is a lucky number, right?
Wait, is that the wish card or the four of cups?
This is the Four of Cups,
Oh.
but that is the wish card. The Four of Cup is the wish card, a wish
Oh, it
being.
is? Okay, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
don't you see this? See how it's the wish is being granted? See you see a little cloud? Do you see the hand?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
the hand coming out of the cloud. A wish is granted. And then
okay.
look at this. How this is you, the
Queen
queen.
of Pentacles.
Oh, money, 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 money.
Money, money, money. The
More than
queen.
it's more than that. It's the energy of the card. It's not just about money.
It's pretty. What is it about? So let me shut up.
So it's about a woman in her feminine power, looking at it like she gave birth to it, look at what I did. Look at the fruit of my like my looms. They're fruit of my loins. You know what I mean?
I,
She's beautiful and she is at peace and she's powerful. She's got both feet on the ground and she's looking and she's sitting on her throne.
can I tell you something? Though, when I asked this specific question, Gigi kept popping up. Like, I felt like I wanted to ask you something about Gigi.
Okay, go ahead then let's go.
No, 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 no. I'm saying, I'm wondering if that's because I was feeling that. I'm wondering if that is what the Queen of Pent, like, I don't know why. I was like, ooh, I don't know why. It just came up at that time. So I just wanted to let you know that. I don't really want to ask a question about that right now. So I have one more question about him. What do you
Yes,
get?
like I said, remember I said I feel like this is an unfinished sentence. So go ahead.
Um, does he remember that night? And does
Oh,
he think about that night?
I got intuitively yes, and that it freaks him out a little bit. But yes, and he's more intuitive than you think.
Who's there?
Yeah, I know, right? It's so bizarre. So like this bird just came and like because what I also got straight away is that he's very connected to nature, this person,
Mm,
more than people know or more than anyone knows that he's very connected to nature. So I don't know what that means. So when you meet him, you can ask him. I could be
okay.
his official
But he
side.
does think about it.
Yes, and I'm gonna pull some cards. I got yes, but it freaks him out. So it's like he thinks about it, but then it freaks him out a little bit, and then like you know what I mean. But yeah, of
Cool.
course. Listen, you're not crazy. You're not hallucinating. You aren't smoking PCP. You weren't on mushrooms. This happened, and this shit happens all the time to people, and then they push it away all the time. Don't
Hmm.
push it away.
Okay. Okay.
Don't push it
I just
away.
was curious if he thought about it. So what you gonna pull cards on that?
Yeah, interesting because it's a lot of. So I got female, male, female. So I got the this is here, the Nine of Pentacles. So you're getting a lot of Pentacles and Cups, which is good female energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the Page of Wands, which is male energy and new ideas. And then the Queen of Wands, right? So this
Mm,
is two feminine energies by uh male energy, meaning like, yeah, he thinks about it, divine feminine, but he fights it a little bit. Like, does that make
mm.
sense? That's what I'm getting. So yeah, he does definitely think about it. There's just, and forget, I don't even need the cards. Girl, when this stuff happens, and you always said this, you can't be having good sex by yourself.
Nope.
You're not having a great time by yourself. You're not the only one. You know, like. Of course he did. You heard him, he heard you. And your sibling was there who witnessed the whole fucking thing. So you have even a witness.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I did. I just, I think for me, it was like, I just needed to know. Oh, I have one other good question. It's like if he thought about it too. So, last question is, why did we not connect at that time? Why the delay? Why didn't we come together? Why didn't the universe bring us together back then?
They're saying timing lessons, timing, divine timing.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Wait, hold on, but I'm gonna pull one card. How's that? I'm gonna pull one.
Okay. You do you. You do you. You're the second.
Okay. So, let's see. What was your question again?
Why didn't we come together at that time? Why did
Interesting. Okay. So I forgot what the question was, but I got this card, which is
That's two of swords?
Two of Swords. So across to me, it's in between. Wasn't time. Was you weren't ready. Neither of you were ready. But it's how it's a two. It's interesting, right? Like a cross and tie. It's pretty interesting, right?
I love it. I love it.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
And
And
it's like they're together, but they're apart, you
and
know?
notice she's blindfolded.
Ooh, what does that mean?
That means you don't know which path you're going to take. You can go one way. To me, it's more of a path, one way or the other. Th-
Ooh,
Sometimes it is the card of not seeing clearly. So that means maybe that you weren't ready.
no, no. I definitely wasn't. Now that I think about it, I mean, that was in 2003. That's been 22 years.
Listen,
I needed to do, I had to grow up.
as a psychic, one of the things that really pissed me off, you're not supposed to be materialistic, but I'm a Capricorn, I want money. And I was pissed, because I've had money and then I've literally had money fall into my hand. And when I tell you, like whoosh, like a hurricane wind, off it went. And I'd be so pissed off, like, why can't I manifest? And now that I look back and I think, if God had given me money in my 30s and 40s, it would be gone by now. There's
Yeah,
no doubt to me that the way my life has been, I would not have appreciated it and I would have blown through it. And let me tell you something. I lived with many men, but one in particular. When you make money, you think being poor is bad? Let me tell you what's
what?
being poor. Being poor, having money, and then losing it.
Oh, yeah,
That's worse because then you're
yeah,
like, oh, that's it. It's done. It's over. The universe. Then you're opening up a can of whip ass. So, like, you know what I mean? I
yeah.
would be grateful never to have it yet than have had it and lost it and had to rebuild again. So,
Wow.
amen. Everything is in divine timing. And girl, that is your reading from I Tara
I
Tarot.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, we are done for the day. Welcome to Planet Hollywood. This you have been listening to episode 7 of Gleam Girls TV. Okay,
Yes.
everybody. If you want a reading from Eye Tara, all the links are below. You can click on that. You can DM her. All of her things are there. If you want to follow me on any of my platforms, are also below. But I just want to say that I am truly, truly grateful for you and your gift. I know this
Thank
can scare people sometime, but honestly, there is something about having just a little bit of insight. And I think that's why the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, gives this gift to certain people. Because I will tell you this. I think, which is ironic, our thing is called Gleam Girls, is that I think everyone every once in a while needs just a little glimmer of hope, little glimmer that you can hold on to that can make you feel just a little bit better. You go, okay, this is not all for naught. And I think that's what the gift, when people can see, it can help people just to, if you just can have just a mustard seed of hope to hold on to. And that's what you have given me. And you have let me know that I wasn't crazy.
You're not
That,
crazy, right?
no.
And it also too, and you do that for me, even though I'm psychic, when it comes to yourselves and ourselves, we all have fear. That's why I can look at you and I can give you hope. But what I give you is wisdom, and wisdom is
Right.
seen beyond. And you give me wisdom where you're like, now come on, Itara.
I'm not a fan.
You're not a
I'm about
fan.
to be your friend.
Rebuke, rebuke.
I'm about to be your friend.
Yeah.
No, but
So yeah,
speak.
like, and that's the beauty of wisdom, and that's the beauty of intuition, where someone can say, "Honey, it's going to be okay," because it is. It's going to be okay.
It is. It is. Oh my God, everything's going to be okay, you guys. Whatever's going to happen on this planet, we are all going to be okay. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please hit that subscribe button. Please pass Gleam Girls TV on to your friends. We really, really appreciate it. And again, if you want a reading from my friend Itara, any discounts you want to offer, you want to mention anything if people watch this
But
episode?
yeah, go to my website, which is iTara, EYETARA.com, iTara.com, and I'm going to be updating. I was going to do a summer special, but I wasn't able to. So now moving probably, oh, and your fall cover going into fall, maybe we'll have an autumn special going on.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
maybe we can come up with something that says mentions listen, here's
this,
the deal. Send her an email on her website, mention Gleam Girls TV, and maybe take $10 off.
absolutely. Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
More reasonable.
Mention you saw this on Gleam Girls TV. I saw Velicia's reading on Gleam Girls TV, and boom, there you go, $10 off. Everybody, have a great week. We will see you back again. You know what I've noticed? We post about twice a month. This is our schedule. Twice a month. We usually get you 2 episodes per month. We're going to try to do more, but we also have real lives. So, but again, thank you for watching. This has been Gleam Girls TV. I'm Velicia Hill. That is the fabulous Itara. I just lost an earring, and we will see you back again here soon.
Love you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, another tearjerker.
Another tearjerker. Thank you, my love. Okay, I'll call you.
So cute. You're like glowing.
Uh, cause you have no idea. What? Okay,
And
we
they were
have to
great
talk. We have,
cards. Thank you, Jesus. I wanted to take the tarot card and the poverty card. Should I have taken out?
you were nervous. You was like,
Yeah, of course
did
I
you
was
pull the
nervous.
tower card out of the card stack?
I was about to. I almost was like,
Don't
you know
do
what I
that.
mean? No, I know. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I joke. I kid. I kid.
Well, because
That was great.
maybe he will have to have a tower moment.
Well, we all do. I mean, I've had
You know
so,
what I mean, though.
of course.
Okay, yeah, I'll call you. We got to talk about this. Bye, my love.